It's Wednesday show. We've guys and dolls who are all here, strictly speaking. Ian's got his magic wand for the dances that need tweaking. My Fair Lady, we've got two, the year-round calendar girls. Hairspray's done, we'll miss Saigon with our dream girls, mops and shells. Another day, a challenged pro, we promise not to heckle. Stepping out, our Latin queen, Jeanette has a go at Fleckles. Mamma mia, Harvey's here for a couple's choice review. All tonight for Musicals Week on Strictly It Takes Two. Thank you. What a show. Save it. Let's kick it all off with Wait's warm-up. Between you and me, though, Ian's not looking himself today.
So we're going to dive straight in to the meat and two veg of this week's Weekly Waffle. Now, I'm going to teach you a new dance which is brand new to Strictly this very season.
I'm ever so giddy.
So we start off with the hand up by the face, framing the face, so very Madonna, but it steals from the flamenco world. So we start with some picos, but almost like castanets, so castanuela.
I think I'm going to love this one.
I knew this one would be right up your strasa. And then we move the hand down to the hip. And then we steal from the samba world. So this is forward and back and forward and back. And almost like the passo, we do some skirtography.
Oh, skirtography. I love a bit of skirtography.
Doesn't love a bit of midweekography.
Yes, and I think we have Dave Archer and the band standing by. Thanks, Dave.
All right, and we'll take it a 1, 2, 3, 4.
That is the hard work of Jamie and Alan. We love you. They've been entertaining friends and their fans during lockdown. Amazing work. Jamie and Alan, thank you. Time for the real thing now. Ian, wait, everybody.
Do you know what? I don't
Uncanny.
think I've ever looked so butch.
I know. He watched that earlier on and went, I'm not that camp, am I? Surely. Quarterfinals, Musicals Week, so much to be excited about. Let's talk through our couples. We're going to start with Bill and Oti. His frame, people have loved his frame in his American Smooth, also in his Passo. Is it going to be the right kind of frame? Is it looking good for Argentine Tango?
Well, Zoe, Argentine Tango is all about leading the lady and supporting the lady through every step.
Yeah.
And here we see he's doing that. She just did some lovely swivels, and then she's leaning on him whilst he does that ronde. And then there you see they're creating that lovely shape.
Here it comes, people.
And I wanted to draw, not camp at all, darling.
I know, you never.
And I wanted to draw the A-frame. So here,
look at that.
it's absolutely, you can see where the A-frame, where they talk about the A-frame and where it comes from, the way they lean towards each other. Now, he doesn't necessarily do that all the way through.
Yeah.
But this is what I want him to do all the way through.
OK, take note. Bill, Harvey and Jeanette, a chorus line is the inspiration for their American Smooth. Has it got everything that we are hoping for?
Well, I think the transition between the tango and this is going to be difficult because he had to be strong and staccato throughout.
Yeah.
There are moments where he's not leaving that behind and he needs to keep the smoothness throughout the dance. No stop and starts. It needs to flow like a proper American Smooth all the way through. Got that?
Yeah,
and
he's taking notes. He's got a pad
and then there is places where he's probably been told to keep his elbows up, to keep that frame.
Yeah.
But sometimes that left elbow goes a bit high, and you know, Jeanette's a little bit smaller than him, so it emphasises the difference.
A lot smaller, and the rest,
But
perfection.
be careful not to lift that too high.
He's good. He's a good boy.
He is
Jamie
a good boy.
and Karen, the dreaded dance-off for them last week. They're fighting back with a jive. How's it looking?
Well, I don't know why, but I feel as though I've seen the jive from them already because he's had so many energetic, bouncy dances. But it really suits him. He looks very comfortable doing everything. And there's a few points that I wanted to point out, actually, here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the first one is the pitch of his body. So his body's in absolutely the right place to get his weight over the balls of his feet, which is point 4. He's on the balls of his feet. And then point 2, he's got this lovely connection with the arm. And because he's got that weight forward, he can pick up his knees underneath his body.
So tick,
he
tick,
can
tick,
get that.
tick.
Yeah,
Good work,
yes,
Jamie.
good. Very
JJ
good.
and Amy will be doing a pretty chitty Charleston. Does calm, upright. JJ, I said chitty.
chitty,
Yes, I
okay.
did. Thank
Just
you.
checking.
Can he do all the kind of comedy, the faces, all that stuff? That
Well,
we need
I would have said no last week, but I'm loving. He's got all the facial expressions this week, and I'm loving his commitment. He absolutely gives 100%, and he gives that lovely kiss on the hand. I think she's done that with him every single week.
Is that a signature move?
I think that's a signature move, and
Right.
it gets the votes anyway. That's all we know. But I wanted to show you this little slow motion of his swivel in the Charleston, because that's what the judges will be looking for. That lovely
That action.
classic swivel.
Looking good.
I think he's doing brilliantly.
Well done,
For this
JJ.
dance, I'm excited.
Maisie and Gorka. Last week she got your gold star. 1 point off a perfect score, Craig,
Hmm.
honestly. But an amazing quick step. Will her jive be as impressive?
Well, another fast dance. For me, it was 310s last week. I thought she was brilliant. This is a lot of swing jive at the beginning of this, but still, it has loads of energy. I think she's got to be careful that sometimes her feet can be a little bit flat, and she needs to be able to use them and articulate them, and especially in jive, because you need to have that sort of bouncy, light feel,
yeah.
and you can only do that if you're using the balls of your feet.
OK, so up a little
I'd
bit.
like to see a lot more of that from her, yeah.
OK, Ranveer and Giovanni, they have a Viennese waltz. Last week, her dance was so magnificent. Can the Viennese waltz be as magical this
Well,
week?
another ballroom dance, and I love her movement and rotation around the floor. It's very smooth and sublime. But she does have some foot faults. When she's going forward on the one, she's not doing a heel lead, she's doing a toe lead. So that needs to be eradicated, or else maybe one of the judges will drop her marks
at this
because
point,
of it.
they really will, won't
Absolutely, because everybody's so strong. And also, Motsy's sat
taking
over there,
notes.
so she's looking. She'll be looking for it on Saturday, darling.
It's Christmas, yeah, he knows.
And now I love her flower in a vase, and her frame is absolutely brilliant. But, you know, she's got to be careful, because she's now looking so far back, she's looking at the ceiling.
Look out the
she's
window.
got to look over his shoulder, through the window, not at the ceiling. Just be careful not to
all be
overdo
taken
it.
on board. Gold star this week, Ian?
Ooh, gold star. Well, it's difficult because they're all so good, but I'd say for most improvement, and who's doing a wonderful job week on week, it would have to be JJ.
Yay! Hooray for JJ and hooray for earwax. Thanks, baby.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's lovely that our dancers have the training room to take their minds off the thing they are really focusing on at the moment. By that, I mean the Pro Challenge.
The Strictly Pro Challenge is back. For the first time in Strictly history, we're attempting to set a world record for the most complete fleckles performed in 30 seconds. I'm joined by Guinness World Records adjudicator Sophia Greenacre.
I'm getting dizzy.
Can any of our incredible pros set a new world record? Welcome to the Strictly Pro Challenge 2020.
Thank you, Craig. Tonight's pro is the salsa queen from the Sunshine State, putting the flow in Florida. It's Jeanette Manrara.
She's arrived.
She's here.
She's here.
Firstly, amazing frock. Lovely to see. That's
you.
so cute.
I
Now,
feel like a
let's-
cupcake.
Let's get you are. It's a beautiful thing. Now, your love-hate relationship with the Pro Challenge goes back to 2013.
Yes.
There've been a few highs, there've been a few lows.
Been a few highs, few lows. Yes, that's very true. Second twice, last once. Let's see where we are today.
OK, let's see where we are today. You're known for Latin. You are the Latin sensation, after all. A fleckle, it's a ballroom move. Did that put the fear of God in you?
A little bit. The fleckle is quite a hard step, and normally the man leads it, right?
Yeah.
So for me to do it on my own, it was a bit tricky. I definitely got really dizzy. So I'm curious to see how many of those stayed in.
OK, let's check the leaderboard. Let's remind ourselves of the whole situation there at
Yes.
the top. Johannes with 21, your boy there
Go on,
in second
baby.
place with 18 points. Can you beat Jojo? Can you beat
I
Ayash?
don't know. I mean, Jojo's very tall, and he's got a very strong center. You know, I'm I'm little with a very small base, so I don't know. I don't have high
Thought
hopes.
of you in that way, but now you say it. Let's find
see.
out. Good luck,
Thank you.
Jeanette. Here we go.
I would love to win this pro challenge. I've gotten second place 2 years already. I'm feeling good. Well, they do call me Latin sensation, but I'm gonna try and push for the ballroom sensation. Hello.
Hello, Jeanette, and welcome to Pro Challenge 2020. Back in 2018, you came last. It was
wasn't
dismal,
great.
darling. The toe hill swivels, they weren't your thing, but 2016 and 2017, you actually were runner-up. How are you feeling about this?
Flecko is a hard step, so let's see if today I can channel my inner ballroom to come out.
Welcome to the challenge, and let's do it.
Wish
Good
me luck. I've got the right outfit on. See, I came dressed.
Indeed.
prepared.
For the record, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
15 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Where is the front?
There isn't
1,
one.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
5,
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2,
1, 2.
1, stop.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think after 11 seconds it all went sort of a bit pear-shaped. You lost form.
I did.
You managed to recenter yourself, and actually you did some really technically great work there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Brilliant job.
Bye-bye.
Well done.
I didn't think 30 seconds would feel that long. I kind of stuck to just going in one direction. I felt like I would lose time trying to swap it around to the other way. So fingers crossed I'm not last this year.
Well, watching that is so funny. Watching you watch it, we should be able to watch that for everybody. You're like, ah!
I was
I'm
giving
not
myself
spotting.
notes. I was like, why didn't I start spotting straight away?
How confident are you feeling now, having seen yourself
I
do
don't
that,
know.
Jeanette?
I don't know, Zoe. I
really don't know.
My lovely Harvey's in watching, so I hope I made him proud.
Let's hope. The tables have turned now, aren't they? After each of the professionals made their attempt, the footage was watched back by adjudicators in slow motion to verify every single step to make sure they were accurate. Now for the results. I can reveal, Jeanette, the amount of fleckles you completed in 30 seconds is 20!
Oh, second!
But
You did it again!
I feel so cruel. I feel so cruel. Jeanette, you did have 2 disqualified.
Okay, not bad. Not
Which
bad.
means you joined second on the leaderboard with your boy,
joined
with Aliash.
Aliash.
It's a beautiful thing. So that's like, you're not below Gorka.
I'm not last.
That is the main thing. I'm sorry to be so cruel.
Sorry, Gorks. Sorry, love you, Gorks.
But it is fun. Who do you think? We've got Nancy and Oti and Anton to go this week.
Yes.
Who could...
I mean, Anton is the king of ballroom.
Has he got the speed?
I mean, Oti is really fast. She's got long, slim, beautiful legs. So
Yeah.
Oti's really fast. Nancy's also fiery and quick.
She is.
So I don't know, it's going to be a tight one.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jeanette, everybody. Now, what is the use of fleckling if you've got no one to fleckle with? Luckily, your partner is right here, and he blew us all away last weekend.
When you dance for your family, for your loved ones. You do lift everybody's spirit.
We feel what you felt and it translated, and that is priceless.
Greatest of all time. Absolutely amazing.
They are reunited, Harvey and Jeanette. Let's not even skirt around the issue. Full marks last week. 30 for you, Harvey. Come on. Show the respect he deserves. Unexpected for you. I loved your face. You looked really surprised.
Honestly, every week I don't have any expectations for scores. I just go out there and do the best I can. So to get 3 10s, I actually couldn't believe it. And especially with Craig as well, because he shows no emotion. I didn't even know he had a 10 paddle. He just said, 10. And I was just like...
Deadpan.
Yeah, like, where did that come from? But
Yeah.
it was another hard week for us, I think.
Yeah.
And even though it was more my style, I put a lot of pressure on myself, I think.
Well, you did say, didn't you, that you really struggled with the contemporary element of this dance. I mean, it looked so difficult. How did you find it?
I think just being elegant in general I find really difficult. Like, all the hands and everything has to flow. And especially, a lot of the dancing was quite staccato. There was a lot of kind of like popping and locking, I suppose.
Yeah.
So to differentiate between that and then really slow and beautiful was really, really hard.
That is so complex. How do you make your brain kind of remember all those moves in order? There's so much to take on board.
I mean, we were doing like 10-hour days and we were just drilling it.
Yeah.
I was even in the kitchen as well, practicing this thing that I kept getting wrong. So it was just quite a lot of hard work. But I think the hardest part of the dance was the little roll at the beginning, the sausage roll.
We call it sausage roll.
The sausage roll, that was the bit
No,
that
because
got
I
you.
couldn't do it. I couldn't make it look elegant. I just didn't look very pretty.
And it's not a kind of thing you can really practice with that crash mat. I mean, you must be covered in bruises. And also the pace of it, Jeanette. Was there ever a point where you were thinking, hang on a minute, we're going to have to simplify this, he might not get it?
There was.
In all honesty.
But I don't know. I had, from the beginning of the week straight through to even the Saturday night, I had the utmost faith in Harvey. And I think sometimes magic happens on that dance floor. And that night for me, the way that he delivered that performance, I mean, we were talking just before we danced about what it means, that song, that dance, that whole moment for us meant more than just a dance on a TV show. It meant a lot to both of us. And I think channeling that, I loved so much that like Motsi and Shirley and Craig all picked up on the fact that sometimes when you dance, it's not just about the steps. It's about more than that. And yeah, we got that on the night.
I'm getting all the feels.
They were so lovely, honestly. The comments were really nice.
Yeah.
And the fact it wasn't just, again, about the steps, it was also about the feeling of me as a person was, like, really lovely to hear.
That feels good.
Really
It makes your heart go boom, boom.
Yeah.
Craig was saying you made it look effortless. Now, how much effort does it take to make something look so effortless?
I mean, it takes a week worth of effort and hours every day in the training room. And for everyone as well, all the other dancers and contestants, they're so incredible and they make it look effortless as well. So everyone works so hard, but it definitely doesn't just come like that.
Practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes progress.
Oh, nice. I like that. She's full of these.
She's really good with the one line.
I know, she is very good like
Very
that.
inspirational.
Shoes. I've just seen his shoes.
Oh,
Look at
thank you,
those, Jeanette.
thank
Sorry.
you.
You know me. I love her shoes. So much
zoom in on mine. I need to
support.
clean mine.
Oh, yeah. Yours are lovely. They're very white. Box fresh. So much support online. So many people. But one we particularly noticed was Series 12 celeb Mark Wright. Who took to Twitter. Wow. Craig Rev is right. GOAT, GOAT. Best dance. He knew what it meant. Best dance I've ever seen on Strictly. Jeanette and Harvey, that was incredible. Jeanette, that choreography was next level. The boys smashed it. Not often this show gives me goose pimples, but hairs are standing up everywhere. Mark, what a beautiful thing to say. Mark, remember this move? Remember that? We always love that.
No, he did the worm. Remember, he was really good at the worm.
Mark did a worm.
I know.
Yeah. I have to, just because he brought it up, I have to give a huge shout out to Lucas McFarlane and Amy, who really helped with the choreography. It was mostly his work, and he was just phenomenal to work with us on the week. We enjoyed it a lot.
What a joy, what a thrill.
Yeah.
And he must be so proud of
He
you to
was
see you on the
very
floor like
proud.
that. Also, let's talk about your family. We love your family. I wish we could meet them in person. Although I have met Elliot, your brother. Let's remind ourselves of when they were watching you get those 10s.
It's a 10. 10.
Do you know what? Look at them. The best thing about that is they didn't know they were being recorded. So they did their interview live and then it was left on record. So that was their genuine reaction. And my dad told me if he knew it was being recorded, he wouldn't have got up with it. He would have been really nice and content. So it was a really nice, lovely reaction.
That's the real reaction.
Yeah.
So proud of you. And I know you're really missing them because you don't get to see them physically, but
miss
it's
them.
also worth it. Amazing. Heading into the quarterfinals, people, it's getting serious. American Smooth to one of my favourites. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes.
I love it.
You love it. You see, it's taken from a chorus line,
Yes.
which was, I think it was sort of went down in history of being the longest running show on Broadway. Harvey, you're young, you're cool. Are you
I mean, cool.
a musicals guy?
Do you know what? I am. I haven't grown up watching a lot of musicals actually in the West End or Broadway, but I've seen a lot of the movies where they kind of come from. And I like a good song and dance. Yeah. And I think this one's very special because it's so classic. Yeah. On Strictly so far, we've done quite a lot of newer kind of songs.
Really cool songs, so it's nice to do something this classic.
It is quite iconic. Yeah. Are you paying homage to the choreography, or are you doing your own thing? Jeanette, what can you tell us?
Definitely. It's quite a jazzy American
Love
smooth.
it.
There's a bit of hatography.
Oh, we've got hats.
Yes!
Yeah.
Bring it, all of it. I love it.
Yeah, and Harvey's getting a bit of jazz lessons in rehearsals
We are.
as well.
Is it called soft shoe?
We're doing a little bit of soft shoe right at the beginning.
Bit of soft shoe
Tiny
shuffle,
second
is
of
that?
it. He's doing a double pirouette.
A double pirouette?
No. I'm attempting a double pirouette.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
It hasn't gone right once yet.
1, 2. It's going to be phenomenal. You two are such a force to be reckoned with. Harvey and
Thank you so
Jeanette.
much.
Thank you. Wow, we love you.
Love to the family as well.
I will.
Ollie, Elliot, Mum and Dad. Finally tonight, a judge who doesn't like to cause a fuss. Unlike this one.
I thought it was a bit stompy and also a little bit too Is that Anton booing from the cheap seats, darling?
He wasn't on his own.
It's just... Sorry, Anton, but you're no longer up here. That's more like it. That's more like it. That fills me with excitement.
He's such a little cat. Can I say, welcome to Motzi.
Thank you.
Hello, gorgeous Motzi. Shirley was going to be here. She's stuck in traffic. She's absolutely gutted not to be here.
Yes.
We would Zoom her in. We send her love, and we will get her on the show soonest. But Motzi, boots, love them.
So
Can I
much
say?
boots,
I know,
so
we've all got it going on tonight. So much happening. You are out of your seat on a Saturday night more than you are in your seat, Motzi. Who has consistently impressed you out of our couples?
You know, I have to say I can't pinpoint one couple. I think just celebrating dance, celebrating them, that's what I feel I'm there to do. Obviously, I judge them compared to each other, but when they dance, I'm in for it because I feel like I've been there. I know how they feel like, and I just had to leave my heart, you know. I just have to leave my heart with them and let me take my journey with them. Yeah.
I know. I love the way you sort of speak so honestly about where their performances take you as well, because sometimes when you agree at home, you're like, yes, Monty, that's how I felt. Let's go through the couples as we go into musicals weekend quarter-final. Let's talk about Jamie and Karen first. You know, quite an adventure going on where people are top of the leaderboard one moment and then a dance-off the next moment. I mean, that's so unpredictable. Why do you think this is happening this series?
Well, I think Jamie has dances that suit him, that suit his personality. And the best thing about Jamie is that he's so into it. He's so happy. I watch him all the time because he's just, it feels raw, real and wild, untamed. He doesn't look trained, so you can see the effort he's putting in. And there's some dances which he needs to kind of come together and control himself, which he's having a little bit of a fuss with. That's why he can end up in a dance-off. But I can see also at the same time that his technique is improving. So just give him a little bit more time and then Jamie might be that secret winner that everybody's not thinking of, but he's going to come up and get the dance and boom.
That's how it feels at the moment, that any one of them could just suddenly take the lead. It makes it so exciting. Harvey and Jeanette, just catching up with our boy Wonder there. Any advice for him as he prepares for his chorus line-inspired American Smooth? He's talking double pirouettes, sort of soft shoe. It sounds like we're going to get it all.
Well, he must. He must give us all and more because he's shown us from week one that he can perform. So if you're going to perform like that on week one, you have to show us things we have never, ever, ever seen before because you can't just sit on the comfort of, I am talented. No, baby, it doesn't work that way. So if you're so good like he is, he needs to even up more his level of dancing because there's no break for anyone here. If you ask me.
Yeah, no, but you're absolutely right. It's kind of fight, and we so expect to be really impressed now, don't we? Ranveer and Giovanni, we love it. You've mentioned it when couples show this genuine partnership that comes together, and then out there on the floor, these two give incredible performances out there.
For me, you know, to connect is the most important thing on the dance floor. And I think they connect in such a special way. They connect musically, they connect lead and follow, and they just have found a space where they can grow in the ballroom dances. So I feel like when we watch them, we're really watching the essence of ballroom dancing, because you have a man leading a woman and both of them complement each other. She makes him look like a hunk.
I know.
And she, you know, and
Not
she
that he
looks...
needs much help with that,
No,
but
no.
she does. She makes him look even better.
Yes, and she looks divine, like she's the queen of every dance that she puts on the dance floor.
She's so surprised us all, I think, with her skills. Incredible work from Ranbir. Let's talk about Bill and Oti. They're doing an Argentine tango.
Yes.
Oti last did it, I think it's 4 series ago.
Yes.
He becomes obsessed with the dance. He does all the research. He thinks about it. He really does his homework. What's the kind of homework he needs to do for this dance, the mood, the footwork?
Well, tango argentino, for me, it's quite a difficult dance, because we do a lot of shows where everything is about show and it's more of the outside. And this is the type of dance that's more intimate. This is the type of dance where the little things that you see might not be so obvious. So they need to work on creating that atmosphere. They have to work on the intimacy between them. He needs to be able to lead and be involved in everything that she's doing. The dance is actually more about the woman. So the man is kind of feeling the music and giving it up to the woman, and she's the flower.
Oh, Lordy.
So the thing is...
Huge expectation,
there's a huge expectation, and the music and the technique, footwork. It's not an easy dance, I have to say.
I know. I'm looking forward to it, though. He's going to smash it. He's been the Phantom and everything. JJ and Amy, you've talked about the stillness, the calmness that he brings to this floor, this kind of beauty when he's out there on the floor. But this week is a Charleston. It's chitty chitty bang bang, so it needs a lot of character. Are you looking forward to seeing this side of JJ?
I am looking forward to seeing JJ go wild. I mean, every
Come on,
time
boy.
he comes on the floor, you're like, okay, you sort of would curtsy.
I know. Good evening, sir.
Hello, sir. But I want him to just let go a little bit of that control that he has. You're supposed to have fun. I'm sure we have all a different definition of fun, but I just want him to go mad, go crazy, leave it on the dance floor. Don't calculate any movement. Let it happen. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Maisie and Gorka as well. Phenomenal last week. She was so good. 10 from you and Shirley, almost from Craig. This week, a jive, Little Shop of Horrors, great energy, a great number to be dancing. What do you ask of Maisie this week?
Well, you know what, and I keep on repeating myself with this. For me, she's the most musical dancer on this dance floor, and jive is a brilliant dance to show that musicality, because you can do a swing jive, you can do a very high rock and roll jive, and she's technically sound and she can feel the music. I love Maisie. So I think it gives her an opportunity to show even more her talent, what she can put on the dance floor. And what I love about her is that it's so easy, you know. She doesn't just, you know, she just lets go when she's on the floor, and there's a glow that you just can't define. I enjoy watching her. I will never forget her first samba when she got on the floor and she was like, dag, 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 going crazy. And I'm like, this is how it's supposed to look. The authenticity of that dance was so clear with Maisie. Right energy. I'm looking forward to just chill and say, go, go, go,
phenomenal.
go.
Give it up for Motzi. We send love to Shirley. Rylan is here tomorrow with Vicky Gill, of course, Nancy and Oti trying out the Pro Challenge. Bill Bailey explains why he regrets nothing about that jive. Same time, same place, different face tomorrow. We love you, Shirley. Good night. Thanks, Motzi. Thanks, darling.